What's up, this is Brandon Smitley for BrandonSmitley.com. We're a training log video with commentary with major fucking technical difficulties. After spending over an hour trying to edit my video, something's wrong with my SD card or something, and it's just not accepting any of my file footages, or at least let me edit some of them, and then when I'm halfway through editing, it just rips them off the track and timeline, and I'm just fed up with it, so I just said, screw it, I'll just do a recording, and you can look at some pretty pictures on the screen here. I figured I'd just talk about the training session anyways, so if you want to see actually what I did for the whole training session in terms of like sets and reps and weights and all that kind of fancy stuff, you can just go to my log over to Elitefts. It's linked in the description box like it always is. But speed benching went really well, I thought. I had 10 triples at 130 against double mini bands, and then worked up with a close grip up to a heavy set of 8 and managed to squeak out 190, which was a rep PR. So I was pretty happy about that. Hit some dumbbell pressing for 3 sets of basically as many as I could with the 90s like I did the week prior, and managed to get 20, 20, and 16, which is a lot better than last week. Last week it was like 20, 16, 15 or something like that. So that's some improvement. And there were just a lot of back work, chin-ups, bent over rows, lat pull-downs, things like that. So really it wasn't that exciting of a session, so I mean, I guess at least I'm not missing out on much. I really need to figure out what's going on with this whole SD card thing. It looks like I might have to get a new one. I don't know if it's the SD card or it's the computer. It's just it's really weird that I can put the SD card in and it will accept it. It will put all the video in my video editor, and then when I go to play with the files, it just starts getting really wonky. So I'm hoping that's the SD card, not the SD card reader, because the SD card reader, that means this computer is pretty much useless for this, because this is the only reason I got this computer was for video editing, primarily, and some other work stuff. But I guess that's kind of life, so there you get to hear me ramble about that and first world problems for the YouTubers, I guess. The training week went pretty well. I don't think it was like anything like major, but you know, my yoke bar work got better. My board work looked pretty solid. My speed work in that regard looked pretty well. My deadlifts this week I thought looked really good, considering the amount of time that I take off between when I pull and when I don't pull. So maybe that's just, I mean, I've realized that I can't pull heavy all the time. My deadlift just never goes anywhere, and so if it's not going to go anywhere pulling all the time, I might as well pull less and have it go nowhere and save the wear and tear and see the other lifts go up. But it does feel like it is at least technically locked in. Just a matter of building that up, you know, every other week, heavy going into the meet, and hoping that I can finally pull a freaking deadlift PR. It'll be, if I can pull one at this meet, that'll make it, you know, my first deadlift PR in over a year. So that's kind of a big deal to me. I mean, it's the one lift that I've really had to itch and claw for to get every pound that I can. So even to see some kind of marked improvement, even that means me pulling 512 at this meet for just a 2-pound PR, that would make me pretty ecstatic, no matter what kind of day I have. The next week of training, weights will be going up a little bit. I mean, the theme will still be the same. A little bit of volume on the main stuff. Trying to really hammer the supplemental work right now and the accessory work to bring the lifts up before a deload about halfway through, give or take, and then to really start getting into the heavier weights. I think that's it. Everything else in life is good. You know, we got Labor Day weekend coming up. I mean, that doesn't really change anything for me. As a whole, we'll train on the weekend, so Monday, who knows what's going to happen in terms of like my extra recovery session that I normally do. I might just do some sled work or something outside, but I'm definitely taking the whole day off in terms of like work and everything else. It's very rarely that I get a whole day to just not look at emails, not train clients, not do anything powerlifting or lifting related. So I think I'm probably actually going to take a whole day and just do whatever I want to do that's not related to anything fitness, health, or strength related, and kind of enjoy the Labor Day stuff. But sorry this video is so incredibly boring, and you get to look at the same thing for the entire time and listen to me talking to a microphone while technical difficulties seem to occur. But that's all I've got for this training log video. Hopefully, my stuff over the weekend goes well. I'm going to try to problem solve it and get those geeks at the Geek Squad to look on my damn computer and see what's going on. Spent way too much money to have this happen. But that's all I've got. Thanks for checking in, and you can keep up with all the training log stuff if you want to see the actual specifics. I'll actually write up some more specific stuff in my training log in terms of the training, since there is no footage. So thanks for checking in. Keep my stuff over at elitefts.com.